Hi, it's Marie-Louise here, the Danish painter, and welcome to my video. Today I want to make a portable paint box for acrylics. Usually I carry many paint tubes and equipment with me, but I want a lightweight and portable alternative. So here is my plan. I got hold of this small box from the hardware store. You can get similar boxes for fishing tackle boxes, I think they're called. This has a nice small size. It's quite portable, and it has these individual small spaces inside that I want to put my paint into. What I want to do is this box has 8 small individual rooms in it. So I thought I would take a warm and cool yellow and I don't really use a cool red color, but so I'll choose an orange and a burnt sienna and a cool and a warm blue, as well as a black and white, and I will list all the colors in the description below so you can find them there. Let's put some paint inside. And so far I have been using student grade paint. But if this does not work out, I don't want to waste artist grade paint. So I want to check out if this is gonna work for me. So for this first go, I'm using student grade paint. For the white color, however, I will choose a artist grade paint for the simple reason that I don't want to log a lot of paint with me, and student grade white just doesn't cover as well as professional grade. But if I do put my backpack down and it should kind of flip over or something, I want a preventive layer in between. So my idea was initially to use cling wrap, but instead I want to use just a plastic bag that I cut up here. I'll cut it in a smaller, and this is just single layer. So I will put that, oops, I got some paint on there already. So I want to just put this in between the lid and the bottom part and close it up real well. It seems to be stuck really well. I did get a box where the lid, it goes down on top of the bottom part, so you want to make sure that your box is it closes very tightly, because this is fluid paint, although it's fairly thick. So maybe I could even put a rubber band or a string around here to just secure it even further. So all ready to go and test it out in real life and see if this will work out. So come with me and we'll test it out in the field. The weather today is just absolutely amazing. The sun is out, and I'm actually just very close to my house, because I realized there's this spot with amazing bluebells, and now the sunlight is out. It makes this very beautiful dabbled light. So I thought I would try out my new paint box by painting some trees and some bluebells. So let's hope this works out. I like that I could just open the paint box and get painting right away. Usually I have to start by squeezing out the paint I think I'm going to use, but like this I get painting right away. Next to my paint box I have a plastic lid that I use for mixing the paint. I also use this method back in the studio. It's quite nice, it's light, it's portable, and I simply let the paint dry up and scrape off the dry paint when I get home and dispose of it properly. Painting in an outside environment poses a different set of challenges to the studio, and one of the biggest ones is that the sun and the wind can quickly dry up your acrylic colors. So to try and prevent this, I always bring a spray bottle with water so that I can just gently mist my acrylic colors every once in a while. There is so much detail out here, it's quite difficult to stay loose. So I'm squinting a lot to see the value contrasts as I'm painting, and also I keep reminding myself of what I wanted to paint in the first place when I came here. And what interested me were, of course, the bluebells. They're almost overwhelming. But also the trees and this line of sunlight. It's actually a sunlit field in the distance. So the contrast between the cool, shady part of the forest and the sunlit field out here is what interested me. Deliberately, I haven't painted any actual bluebells yet, and I might not want to, as I do want it to be rather loose. So now I will actually just sit for a few minutes and look at my painting, look at the surroundings, and decide if I want any more detail or if I'm done. I found some white bluebells also, and now I'm wondering if they're called white bells or not. I definitely want to keep the loose feel of the painting, so I decided I just want to add the details of one of the flowers in the foreground, and it's going to be this white bluebell that I quite like, probably because it's not like the others. So that's what happens a lot when I paint outside. I might have an idea initially and then I end up painting something that I didn't expect. But this is, I guess, what inspiration is all about. You have to stay open to the ideas that come to you, but you don't want to pick all of them. So this fine balance is the trick, but it does get easier with practice. It has been just over a week since I first went out with a homemade acrylic paint box, and I feel it's time for a review of my experience with it. So I definitely liked how quick it was to get painting once I got out on my locations. I saved time setting up, and it's a lot lighter carrying this small paint box than lugging along all my tubes of paint. Another thing, a tip rather, that I would give you is keep your paint box in the fridge in between painting trips. It will make your paints stay fresh a lot longer. So thanks very much for watching, and see you in the next video.